But their story didn't end there.
How could there have been only one? And he's back in business.
Is the worst idea in the history of bad ideas.
Part 2 is the final chapter in the violent history.
This time, it's personal.
It's the most wonderful
I've always loved Christmas, but as a mom, it's a lot of work. In between the wrapping, the shopping, the cooking, the decorating.
Sweetie, we don't drink the tree water because we're people, right? Oh, God, make it stop.
There's almost no time to actually enjoy it. And only one thing.
Oh, no.
What is it?
Could make it even more stressful.
My mother's coming for Christmas.
Everything's gonna be fine.
She's the most critical human being on the planet. I can't fix that. I'm not Beyonce. Mom? Hi, Mom.
Hey, May.
Mom? I'm here to see my daughter on Easter. Christmas.
I cannot wait to spend every waking minute with you.
Oh, no. Where's your tree?
I guess she's been a little busy.
Well, clearly not at the gym. Woof.
I'm a 34-year-old woman, and she's still telling me how to live my life.
My mom got her hair cut and colored exactly like mine. Is that normal?
We don't like to use the word normal.
You were gonna be my best friend forever.
Yeah.
I want to throw a Christmas party.
Where? My house?
Yes, and 184 people are coming.
How much did this cost?
Can you put a price tag on wonder?
I actually just wanted to enjoy Christmas this year.
You're a mom. Moms don't enjoy, they give joy.
She's gonna keep treating you like this until you fight her.
Physically, I don't want you to meet my mom. Now watch me. Christmas is supposed to be fun. Say Christmas back. No more perfect gifts, no more perfect decorations, no more perfect anything.
Let's put the ass back in Christmas. That didn't come out exactly as I planned it, but you guys get what I mean.
We know what you meant.
How I like, I'm D-Bold, that's my vibe.
My daughter thinks that I'm so hard on her. I had a horrible mother. She once slapped me for wearing open-toed shoes on a sailboat.
It was a different time then.
It was 2 months ago.
I light it up, I set it off for all day and all night.
I'm kind of on a first date with Santa number 2.
How'd you guys meet?
Oh, waxing his business. Oh my God. It looks like a parking cone.
He has such kind eyes.
Put a baby in me, Santa number 2!
Every time I think I'm the weird one in this group, you open your mouth.
We went to prom together.
Oh, Lord. And then I'm like, I'm doing great.
If you like ball waxing sexy Santas, Christmas caroling competitions, over obsessed mothers, I can't read my handwriting, Sky Zone, Midnight Mass, longer versions of the Nutcracker, loans from family members, and if you like bad moms, then you're going to like our Christmas holiday Season's Greeting sequels, where we're talking about a bad mom's Christmas, a movie that just came out recently. And ho, ho, ho. My name's Emmanuel.
Hey, I'm Andrew.
Hey, this is John.
And we have a guest joining us this holiday season. I'll be home for the holidays, but not now because we're joining him via Zoom. It's Carlos. Carlos, welcome back to the pod.
Oh, thank you guys. It's been a while. It is fantastic to be here with y'all today.
It's probably been like a year. What was the last movie that you've been on? You might have been on like a big one.
Iron Man 2, I believe.
That's a big one.
Whoa,
that's huge.
Yeah, and that's actually been, I think, more than a year. That's pretty crazy. Like, yeah. I feel like.
Well, I thank you so much for being on the pod. What are you doing this holidays? I know we're recording this well before Christmas, but put yourself into future shoes. What are you seeing outside of your holiday window, your frosted window pane?
Well, I mean, probably since we've been staying in our bubble, due to the whole Ronaverse that we're living under, we're just going to visit my wife's parents over the holidays and just see them. Pretty much it,
I think that's the first time I ever heard Ronaverse. Ronaverse? That's new.
I like it.
That's a t-shirt.
Yeah, it's awful that we live in the Ronaverse, but I like it. It's
I heard Coronaverse before, but I always just shorten it.
It's going to be Spider-Man Into the Ronaverse in the second one.
The Ronaverse Cinematic Universe, the CCU. is all the movies coming out this year. Also, I have actually lived in the Corona Lightverse, which was when I'd slip a little lime into my Corona, get into a nice little bikini and hang out at the beach, baby. That's the verse that I want to be in. Well, thanks so much for joining us safely via Zoom. I was going to ask you what outside of the movie we're going to talk about this week, what are some of your favorite holiday movies to watch?
First and foremost, I got to say Elf. Elf is one of my all-time favorite Christmas movies. That, and then probably, I guess, just your, traditional, like anything really that's like, apart from that movie, I guess, that I consistently watch, I don't really have anything. I just like to, see what new random like Christmas movies are out there. I'm a huge fan of Christmas and Christmas movies. So I'll put on whatever's on Netflix, even if it's super cheesy or whatever. It's just like, I know what I'm going to get myself into, and I know the feelings that I'm going to get while I'm watching it, So it's like, that's what I want. I want a super cheesy Christmas movie. And so, I mean, it doesn't really matter after that. That's why I like Elf so much.
Yeah. Andrew, you don't have to raise your hand. You can just talk,
You can't. Raise your hand, Drew.
Elf is directed by Jon Favreau, who just made The Mandalorian, so it's a solid flick. Definitely, some cheese to it, but critically acclaimed. But also, he's right. I totally watched King Kong, Peter Jackson's King Kong, one year at during Christmas, because it came out in December. And so one day after Christmas, I went to go watch it, and it's not a Christmas movie, but it is a Christmas movie for me now. And so now I like to watch King Kong during the holidays.
It's kind of crazy because I feel like one of the strategies of Star Wars, I know this is a very different podcast, was to release their big movies during the holidays, because the last 5 years watching like Force Awakens or watching a holiday or on the holidays, watching a Star Wars movie, it seems like a thing that I did. And I was like, I never thought of Star Wars as a Christmas movie or like a holiday movie, but I guess that's why they release it around the holidays. Or they used to, at least.
You don't think of the Christmas special?
Nope. And neither does anyone else. Well, let's talk about Bad Moms Christmas. Carlos, I know you've seen the original Bad Moms, and so have I. But John and Andrew haven't. What did you think about a Bad Moms non-Christmas?
I thought it was funny. I thought it was good. I feel like both of the movies have like really good casting, and the actors like do really well off of each other. So I think both of the movies are just a fun watch in general. But the first one was really funny. I mean, it's definitely something to put on when you just want to laugh and not worry about thinking too much into a movie. It's just like one of those good comedies that you can sit down, watch, and you feel good afterwards, and you go on about your day. Doesn't really affect you like deeply like some other movies can, I guess.
Ooh.
Yeah. A Bad Moms was so successful. I watched it in the theaters, and I thought that the whole the cast, the group. Why do you say that? But Mila Kunis, Kristen Bell, and Kathryn Hahn together, it's as good a trio as like the Hangover Bros or any of those other groups of actors who can just be funny together, even though they each fill like different parts of that in their Bad Mamaverse. Everything's a universe now. Corona, Marvel, Star Wars, the Mamaverse, and then the Mamaverse expands in this one.
Yeah.
And I can't wait for the alternate realities and the multiverses of the Mamaverse that come later when,
where they're each other's moms, but like it's reversed. Yeah, like it's stacks and stacks and stacks of moms.
Stacks of moms. Ooh, I know what you're Googling.
God damn it.
John. But a Bob Man's, oh my gosh. Something's wrong with me. A Bad Moms Christmas is the sequel to the original Bad Moms, which did so well. And so I want to hear from John and Andrew first. What did you think of of A Bad Mom's Christmas. Is this true? Your first exposure to the Momaverse, John?
Yeah, first exposure to the bad mamas of the bad mamaverse. I didn't expect much going in. I knew that this was kind of like a or at least no, I didn't know. Sorry, let me backtrack a little bit. I guess I had kind of assumed that this was like a cash grab sequel that was basically greenlit off of the success of the first Bad Moms movie. I've never seen the first Bad Moms movie. It does look really funny. The actresses involved, Kristen Bell, Mila Kunis, Katherine Hahn, they're all like, it's a recipe for success because each of them, especially Kristen Bell and Mila Kunis too. Mila Kunis came up on That 70s Show, which was a comedy. So having all three of those there, Katherine Hahn, obviously her comedic timing is hilarious. Like in anything she does, there's a movie called The Goods, which was released like in the early 2000s that I thought she was great in, and and she's also in the upcoming WandaVision too as a character. But I was never really interested in this movie as a whole until we were looking for movie sequels to talk about this Christmas, and I thought it'd be awesome. And in watching it, I found myself laughing out loud at a lot of parts. Like there were some very, very funny things. I hardly expected to see Kenny G and then having him deliver like almost maybe the movie's funniest line in a way. And everything was just great. I was pleasantly surprised. It was awesome. I actually do want to see the first one because before recording, I think we were talking to you and Carlos, and we were saying that like I think the first one is an actually good comedy movie. So I'm intrigued to see more.
Drew, what did you think of it sounds like something important just happened with ESPN.
Yeah, you're right.
Hold on. Breaking news.
It's my fantasy football league. It's telling me that I'm on a bye. Anyway. Basically.
Wait. You got a notification to tell you were on a bye week? No, the least important piece of news you can get in fantasy football?
Not me, you fool. There's players on bye.
Okay. I thought it was like, hey, alert, you don't have anything to do this week.
Yeah, that would be awesome. But anyway, what John said also. Basically, I didn't expect a lot and a little bit of behind the scenes type of stuff. Is we actually originally picked Bad Santa 2 to be the movie this week, but we actually couldn't find it, to rent anywhere or to get, or maybe it was too expensive. So we're like, nah. And so we found Bad Moms 2. And it ended up, I remember like wanting to watch Bad Santa 2 so much instead because I had no interest in watching Bad Moms 2. And I was like, man, like I really don't want to watch this. But after the movie was said and done, I was actually happy that I had watched it rather than Bad Santa 2 because I knew what to expect from Bad Santa 2. And like Carlos said at the beginning, I think the cast is where it shines. Even like the minor characters like Justin Hartley, which I thought he was hilarious. He was the Green Arrow in Smallville, and I think he's on a semi-popular hit TV show that is sweeping the nation, I think, or something.
Semi-popular? This Is Us is the heartstrings of our nation.
I was being sarcastic. Anyway, yes. And so, really, really cool cast. The only thing that maybe disappointed me was that it's written and directed by a guy, which sucks because when you're a guy, you're like, this is what women would do, and you write it down, and you're like, that's not what women would do because you're not a woman. And so I would have liked to, I know it's produced by Mila Kunis, so it is produced by some strong women as well, but I think it would be cool. It would be, they'd benefit from trying to get a female writer or director. Just to kind of, everything else is clicking. It's clicking on all sides. It's really, really funny, and the cast has really awesome chemistry, and there's some really, really heartfelt things about the movie. Like I had never really thought about, like Mila Kunis's opening speech is that like the holidays are like some of the most stressful times in a mom's life, and I could never relate to that because I'm not a mom, but I can like see that like suddenly I pictured my mom just trying to do the 30 Christmases that I've been alive for, or whatever, the close to 30 Christmases that I've been alive for, and what she's been stressing about. And so it took some heartstrings and things like that. I dig the Powerpuff Girls dynamic of the group where one is the leader and one is the sweet one and one is the hard ass, type of thing. I think it works really well. And I mean, and I'm a super big fan of Mila Kunis ever since that '70s show, and also Kristen Bell, just because her and her husband are just awesome. And obviously the comedic timing of what's that other chick's name?
Catherine Hahn.
Yeah. Obviously, Hahn from she's going to be in, like the way John said, in WandaVision and stuff like that. But also some surprises like Susan Sarandon. I was like, how the hell did they get her in this movie? That's crazy. But yeah,
and she's funny as hell.
She is, yeah. And again, it works. It shouldn't work, especially on a cash grab sequel like this. But I actually enjoyed it, and I actually want to show more people this during Christmas. Is that weird?
Definitely no. Yeah, it's not weird. Definitely don't show like any family, like youngins. It's not. I wouldn't say it's a Christmas family movie.
Yeah. I think the big dick cookie with cum leaking out of it was a big. It's a big red flag.
It's definitely a family kids? Christmas movie. Yeah. What are you talking about?
Carlos, what did you think of A Bad Mom's Christmas?
I thought it was a good Christmas movie. Like, just solid. Like, if you were like, this is a Christmas movie, I would not fight you about it. It was like everyone has already said, it just tugs you to your heartstrings, and there's some good heartfelt moments, and all your Christmas tropes that you could have. I mean, your trees, your decorations, your decked out house. Everything about it was cool, and yeah, it was just a nice adult Christmas movie. I guess that would be the best way I could describe it.
But don't Google that.
Yeah, don't Google adult Christmas. Yeah. I had a question for Carlos. So, Carlos, you watched these two back to back, right? You kind of binge watched them. So, how is only because I'm so curious. I don't know if we've asked this already. I'm going to ask it again if we have. But since you've seen the first and the second one back to back, how do they compare to each other? Are they very different, or are they very like? Is this one very sequel-y in the way like where it's kind of copying a lot of the same tropes?
That's hard to answer because it's like I want to say yes, but there was some parts of the movie itself that were like more serious this time around than the first movie. Mm-hmm. Like I felt like the first movie really pushed on like they're becoming like bad moms together.
Yeah.
In a sense, but at the same time, better moms. So that was like the first movie. This movie was more like everybody knows they're bad moms. Like, okay, so their moms are bad moms too, but now we're bringing in this whole dynamic of like mother-daughter relationships into it. So it becomes serious to me, if that makes sense.
That's so perfect because, Drew, go ahead.
Which one would you say is better?
The first one's better.
Oh shit! Damn, maybe. Well, because I like this one, and so I'm like, oh man, it's like when we did City Slickers 2 when I had never seen the first City Slickers. I was like, I like City Slickers 2, and so they're like, the first one got nominated for Oscars. I was like, oh shit, I guess I need to watch the first one. Yeah.
Or Hellraiser 2.
Yeah, I would definitely recommend you watch the first one if you like this second one.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. The first Bad Moms was these three moms meeting and then taking on Christina Applegate, who has a cameo in this one, and that was a journey. But I think that's what I really kind of enjoyed about this one was it keeps all of the motifs of Bad Mom, the Mamaverse, which is like slow motion, moms not caring and drinking and going out, and that all happens in Bad Mom, and that's why they're quote unquote bad mom. But learning a little bit more about their backstory from their upbringing, meeting who their parents are, all of that I think added to the lore or the just the story of why they are the way they are, and it made sense. And then also just the idea that it all happens around the holidays when we actually get a visual countdown of how many days until Christmas. I mean, this also has a lot of those Christmas movie tropes. So I agree with you, Carlos. This is a Christmas movie. This is all about the stress of the holidays tearing the family apart until Christmas Eve.
Brings them together.
By religion, of course. the true meaning of Christmas, at Mass. But I think that all of that happens, and it does seem to resolve itself the way that all Christmas movies tend to. But I think it's fine. And I think the only thing that may be a little grating is the motifs. Like, we see slow motion 20 times in this movie. We'll hear some kids say the F word 10 times. But then, it's a motif. It's a choice that they make. We don't get bored when we hear, the Empire theme song every time we see a stormtrooper. It's something that's supposed to happen all the time. But before we dive too far into this movie and talk about Kenny G and talk about just day drinking at the mall and Sky Zone and dodgeball, we're gonna play our game.
Okay, so
we're at a good mark. We're at the 20-something minute mark. So let's get this game in, baby. So you will, our listeners, you won't have to do anything. Okay. But our contestants, our guests, they will. They're going to go to buzzin.live, and I'm going to type in the code in the chat.
Do you want us to say the code out loud?
And I will also say it out loud. If anyone wants to join us, I guess, later on, 2 months after, it's 843829.
Cool. I was depending on that because I did not look at the screen.
So this game is exciting because it is inspired by a fantastic show called Supermarket Sweep, which I probably binged 70 episodes of. What's going to happen is it's based on a game called 30-Second Shootout.
Oh, sounds like
someone's sex
your bedroom, Emmanuel.
No. That's much too long. There are 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 6 major actors that are a part of this movie, all playing the moms of Bad Moms. It's Mila Kunis, Kristen Bell, Kathryn Hahn, Christine Baranski, Susan Sarandon, and Cheryl Hines. Those are the Bad Moms of Bad Moms. What's going to happen in 30-Second Shootout is I am going to read some clues, and you will buzz in once you know which one of those bad moms I'm talking about. And again, it's Mila Kunis, Kristen Bell, Kathryn Hahn, Christine Baranski, Susan Sarandon, or Cheryl Hines.
Cool. I know who all of those actresses are.
I'm just going to say these 3 words. So they're not crazy long clues. They're just 3 words.
Words?
They're like 3 phrases or words or names, but they're just clues.
Okay.
And as I go through the 3, you can buzz in. And whoever buzzes in first gets to say it first, but if they get it wrong, they get it wrong. Does that make sense? I'm sure we'll figure it out as the game progresses.
Yeah. Are you the only one who has watched Supermarket Sweep here? Because I don't think anyone here is familiar with the game.
Carlos, have you seen Supermarket Sweep?
No, I have no idea what that is.
This is perfect. I've made a game only I can win and I cannot play. So it's perfect. All right. Here's how it goes. I'm gonna kick it off with the first one, and I'm sure you'll kind of get what this is. So here's the first clue. Afterlife.
Oh, fuck. My bad.
Ethics. Ted Danson. So those are the 3 clues. If I look to see who's buzzed, John, you buzzed first. Who is that?
Christine Baranski.
No.
Oh, shit. I just got
Andrew,
it.
You buzzed in next. Andrew, who is that?
Which one is Christine Baranski? Which one's that one?
Bowfinger.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, but who is it? I read those clues. Who do you think it is?
Yeah, and now I get it. I get it.
Afterlife.
Kristen Bell.
Yes, it's Kristen Bell. She is in A Good Place.
Yeah, you were referencing The Good Place. Yeah, I got it. Okay,
does that make sense? Does the game kind of make sense now?
Now it does.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool. Sorry.
Start over and give that point. No, take that point away from Drew.
No, Andrew can have it.
Andrew, you can have it. All right. Here we go. Green. Jim Carrey. Whoville. Andrew, you buzzed in first. Who is that?
That girl from Bowfinger, the one that John just said. I don't know her name. It's gone again.
What? You guys have a name.
No way. No, I know exactly which one it is. I don't know any of the except for Susan Sarandon. I don't know any of the other older moms.
How about you tell me who she plays in, or what this movie is?
What? Oh, it's The Grinch.
Yeah, okay, that's fine.
Yeah,
Christine Brinsley.
Yeah, there you go.
Christine
I already
Brinsley.
forgot.
Yeah, for How the Grinch Stole Christmas, and the clues were Green, Jim Carrey, and Whoville. Does this game kind of make more sense now?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
It's just remembering the names for Andrew.
Oh, yeah. No, I still don't remember them. I forgot her name already.
Here we go. Disney Plus. Olsen sibling. A Marvel Cinematic Universe. Andrew, again, you're the first one to buzz. Who is it?
Catherine Hahn.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah, you just said she's
Carlos,
gonna be
in there.
You just said she's gonna be in WandaVision. I was gonna bust, but
I know. You should just bust. Oh my gosh. You should just buzz early. Do not bust early. Oh boy. All right. Here's another one. Seth MacFarlane. Talking animal. Boston.
Fuck.
Mark Wahlberg.
That was 4 words.
Oh shit. Okay, John, you were the first one to buzz. What is it?
And I don't know. Oh, I know who it is. Mila Kunis.
Yes.
Yeah.
For Ted. Baby.
Okay,
right.
So it seems like we're kind of buzzing at different times. So does that still count?
I just feel like John is buzzing no matter what the question is like first. He's buzzing from the get-go. That's what it seems like.
Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to share my screen so you can see how the buzzing is going.
Oh, you bastards.
And here's what I'm going to do. As soon as someone buzzes in, I stop reading clues. So if you buzz in at one clue, you got to answer. Does that make sense?
That's a good one, yeah.
That's a good one. And then if you don't get it, I can read the next clue and the other two people can buzz in.
Okay.
I was about to screen share my whole screen, but that would have shown you all of the answers. Close one. Okay, here we go. We're back at it, baby. Here we go. Cool.
We're still locked.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Seinfeld. Fuck you, Larry. Andrew, you buzzed in. Who is it?
Catherine Hahn?
No, it's not Catherine Hahn.
Shit. Okay, go ahead.
The last clue. So, Andrew, you can't buzz in anymore. Actually, John, you buzzed in. Who is it?
Cheryl Hines.
Yeah.
It's Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Oh, nice.
The last clue was pretty good. All right, here we go. Here's another one. Ridley Scott. Road Trip. Gina Davis. John, you buzzed in. Who is it?
Susan Sarandon.
Yeah. Do you know for what?
I got it.
Oh, Thelma and Louise.
Yes, it's from Thelma and Louise. Yeah. She got nominated for an Oscar for that. How exciting. Okay, cool.
I wanted it was someone else. Oh, okay, shit. I don't know why. I mean, I get it.
Here's the next one. Neptune. Kickstarter.
Hey, I can't buzz, you fool.
Refresh your page or something. Private Investigator.
Oh, I'm just going to yell because I need to put the game code in.
Wait, you both buzzed? Who's busted?
I don't know. I just said buzz. I didn't.
You haven't cleared the.
All right, Carlos said buzz.
That's Mila Kunis.
No.
Okay.
Wait, I missed the clues because I was trying to refresh.
All right, I'm gonna read the clues again, and then let me know if you can buzz. Maybe I have to fix this buzzing thing. The clues were Neptune, Kickstarter, Private Investigator.
Oh shit.
Andrew?
Oh
boy.
Fuck.
Classic Andrew Stahl here.
Yeah, it's true. I'm trying to give them an opportunity to look up the answer on their computer.
I actually know it. It took me a while, but I know it.
Andrew, I'll let you guess, and then John gets to go.
It's Christian Bell. I don't know.
It is.
Oh, hell
it's
yeah.
Kristen Bell.
God damn it. It was
Veronica Mars.
Yeah, Veronica Mars.
Hell yeah, I got it.
Now, nobody's eliminated from winning yet. Carlos, you're still in the game. Drew has 4. John, you have 3. But there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's still 7 left.
Jesus Christ.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Let me clear the buzzers. Okay, awesome. Death Row. 1995. Nuns. John, you buzzed in. Who is it?
Susan Sarandon.
Yeah, do you know what for?
Dead Man Walking?
Yeah, her Oscar-winning role in Dead Man Walking. Wow. John, I'm actually really impressed.
Mm-hmm.
I've never watched that movie because I'm not a huge fan of Sean Penn.
Oh.
I know he listens to the pod. So sorry, Sean Penn. Here's the next one. Ecstasy. Tchaikovsky. Drew?
Mila Kunis?
Yeah.
Fuck. I knew exactly what that was, too, as soon as you said Tchaikovsky.
Well, Drew, do you know what it is?
Black Swan?
Black Swan, baby. All right, Carlos, I feel like now you're eliminated.
Yeah,
I don't.
I'm still going to try.
Maybe it's the buzzy finger.
Go for it, Carlos.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know what's happening.
Okay, here's the next one. Snow. Drew?
Kristen Bell.
For what?
For Frozen.
Yes.
God damn it.
Drew's on a roll. He is 6 now, 2 ahead of John. Grease. Meryl Streep. John?
Oh, fuck. Hold on. Grease, Meryl Streep.
No, it's gone already. You answered.
No, it isn't. Like, he said, like, I'm just repeating the clues.
Look, now who's stalling? Look, you guys make fun of me, and when John does it, you guys...
It's got to be...
Cheryl
Hines.
No.
Fuck.
Andrew. Oh, actually, Carlos, you're the third. You're next.
Yeah,
Carlos.
I mean, I just pressed the button, so I'm going to say...
Well, let me finish it. Grease, Meryl Streep, ABBA.
Fuck.
I don't know. I'm just going to say Kristen Verinsky.
Yes,
right.
you got it.
Yeah, it's just from Mamma Mia. That's why.
She's in Mamma Mia. Carlos, you're on the board. And I forgot to mention this rule just to help out Carlos. All the points are now tripled.
Shut the fuck
So there's still a chance here. It's a holiday miracle. The judges say the points are tripled. All right, here we go. 20 seasons. Least favorite. Talking dog. John, you're in.
Mila Kunis.
Yes.
Family Guy.
The points are back down to 1.
Oh, fuck.
The bonus points no longer apply. Okay, here we go. Actually, this one is worth 10 points. Because I really don't think you're going to get it. I don't think any of you will get it. I don't know because none of you are like 60 years old, but we'll see.
Oh,
Ready?
that already eliminates like...
That's half the cast.
Yeah, exactly. That's half the cast.
Here are the 3 clues. Medical examiner show. On NBC from 2001 to 2007. Grief counselor. Those are the 3 clues. Andrew, I'll give everyone a chance.
I don't know her name, but is it Kristen Bell's mom's character?
No.
Okay, good.
No.
Okay, I'm done.
John, who's your guess?
Wait, where were the clues again? Sorry.
The clues are medical examiner show, NBC from 2001 to 2007, which is a lot of seasons, and grief counselor.
Christine Baranski.
No.
Fuck.
It's always the only other
I'm
one.
go with Susan Sarandon.
John, you said the exact same thing that Andrew said.
Oh, did I?
Yes, you did. Which is just a waste of your.
Yeah, Andrew said Cheryl Hines. You said Kristen Bell's mom. I said Christine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Wait, was I right?
No.
Okay.
Carlos, do you want another clue? Should we give?
I just said Susan Sarandon. Am I wrong?
No, it's not Susan Sarandon.
I think I know who it was. Yeah,
No, we're done. It's
Okay,
over.
now I know. Now I know it's Kristen Bell.
It wasn't Kristen Bell. Wow. It's Catherine Hahn. She was on the show Crossing Jordan as a series regular. Wow. Go, Carlos, you buzzed in already. All right, here we go. Prestige Worldwide. Carlos, you're buzzed in.
Catherine Hahn.
Yes.
Wait for
Step Brothers, baby.
Ah, shit. You already know.
Yeah, Prestige Worldwide. That was it. That's all I needed.
From Step Brothers. I feel like there's only one more. Here we go. This one is not for all the marbles, although if John gets this, he ties with Drew. Here are the clues. Robin Williams. Vacation. John?
Robin Williams, Vacation. Cheryl Hines.
Yes. Do you know the movie?
RV.
Yeah, Cheryl Hines is Robin Williams' wife in the movie RV. One of his final roles, actually. And that is the end of 30-Second Shootout, and it ends with a tie for first place with Drew and John. I don't like it ending in a tie.
Well,
I don't have a tiebreaker.
I got there first.
No, you didn't.
Okay.
I want the. No, wait, no, I won.
If it was if it was the rules to where like, hey, first one to this many points, then it would have been over with me.
Okay, well then what we'll think of is maybe a tiebreaker.
I demand a recount.
Boy.
Just yeah. I don't accept the results of this
recount.
A hand recount, exactly. I think some of these points were given illegally. If you catch my drift.
All right, everyone. By the time that this is airing, if this isn't resolved, it's not great.
Well, I don't like that John was able to mail in his buzz-ins.
And Carlos wasn't allowed to observe anything, so you know it's messed up. Okay, everyone. Apart from all those jokes, let's talk about this movie. What were some of your favorite sequences? What were the funniest parts of the movie for y'all? I'll let y'all. I have some written down, but Andrew.
I thought the best line in there was the build up to Kenny G, where if you've seen Kenny G, obviously if you heard his music, then he seems like the nicest guy ever. And then when we finally get to the party, the unwanted Christmas party, it was hilarious because Kenny G's actually there playing Christmas carols and stuff like that. And so Mila Kunis freaks out and she's like, "Everyone leave! Everyone get out of my house!" And so she's telling everyone to leave, and she tells Kenny G, like, "Grab your flute and get out." And she's like, "Get your flute and get out." And then Kenny G looks at her and says, "It's not a flute, bitch." And then I lost my stuff because I never thought I'd hear Kenny G saying "bitch"
Kenny G curse
before. But I thought that was hysterical, and I wish I could just watch that part right now.
That's a good one. I loved meeting the moms and the moms meeting each other. I know that's not a super specific moment, but there was a part, I think, when we first meet Christine Baranski and she's so mean to Mila Kunis that it's so funny. Everything that Mila Kunis has, Mila Kunis is like, "Oh, I made your favorites." And Christine Baranski is like, "It's nice that you let your kids cook." Or she's like, "I didn't know Rite Aid had decorations."
Yeah, or Love Actually. She's like,
it's so funny. Yeah. And then I loved when Susan Sarandon and Christine Baranski meet because their characters have such different names. Christine Baranski says, "My name is Ruth," like Ruth Bader Ginsburg. And Susan Sarandon says, "My name is ISIS," like the terrorist organization. And I loved it. It's so funny and so irreverent. And while looking up the writer, these are the people that wrote The Hangover. So there's the mentality or this kind of the similar dynamic to the comedy and stuff. But those are some of my favorite moments, or I guess funniest LOL moments, ROFL, MLOL, MLB, LOLB,
VH1
moments, VH1 moments for me.
I have some. So I think anytime Catherine Hahn delivered a joke was hilarious because I think Catherine Hahn's comedic timing is perfect. Like I think she has some of the best lines in the movie. Like I think right out the bat, I think she works at a spa and she's like, Like just the way the delivery is, like oh, if I have to wax one more pussy, like coming out of here, like I would just it's just so great because of the way she delivers these lines. And I think to anyone else, they would feel kind of dry or maybe a little forced jokes, but because of the way her timing is and the way because of the comedian that she is, it just comes out great. I think she's involved in one of the funniest scenes in the movie where she's Justin Hartley, who from This Is Us, plays a stripper, like a male stripper.
Fireman.
He was an ex-fireman apparently.
Yeah.
Who he comes in to get his balls waxed, and the funniest parts of the movie is when she's like waxing his balls and he has no reaction to it. Like all you hear is just the sound, like the way it
doesn't hurt. He's just staring her right in the eyes.
Just the way, like, because that whole scene goes on for a while, and then all you just hear is like. And then just a pause, like just between both of them.
Falling in love.
And she's like, I have a code. I don't date my subjects or whatever, my clients. And she's like, I'm just kidding. I don't have a code. I'm waxing your asshole or something. It's just.
And we get a good look at his hog too. And it's.
It is a hog-ish, but to say
it's it's a real Oscar Mayer, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, so I think Catherine Hahn was like, definitely killing it in this movie. She's awesome.
Well, and even how Kristen Bell in the relationship with her mom, where like her mom's just too close. I love their therapy session. I was just dying at like how closely, the mom, with Wanda Sykes exactly. And Wanda Sykes, obviously hilarious, but. Where she's like, when she was sucking on my teeth, I remember looking at her and saying, "You're gonna be my best friend forever," and I like fucking died.
even when she says she has cancer.
Oh, yeah.
This is so dumb. But I think my favorite Cheryl Hines moment is when she watches them be intimate. And everything after that was just so funny when she's like, he's got a way bigger dick than your dad did. It's super fun times.
Yeah, she buys
that kind of stuff.
She buys the house right next to them. It's the best.
Carlos, what were some of your favorite? I guess it's your favorite if you laughed out loud to them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I thought that part that just to piggyback from John, like that part where Carla's giving him the waxing is just so funny because I like the line where she's like, nobody's ever asked to hold their butt cheeks open for me, and that was just like. That was great. That was fantastic. So I'm just going to copy John this time around because that was just so funny. But also the time when, they go to the Santa striptease like show or whatever.
Yeah.
So that scene was pretty hilarious too, just because of like the relationship of Kristen Bell and her mom, and then she's like, like riding up on her man, I guess, basically. So I thought that was pretty hilarious.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Susan Sarandon really, I think, stole the show when it comes to the next generation, the moms.
Yeah.
She was so funny, even from the very beginning. But I guess she has to be because she's Catherine Hahn's mom. And, that's really devil may care. Honestly, the son is dumb as rocks.
Oh, yeah,
They re-gift the same gift to him every year, and he gets Ziploc bags this year, and
it's the best. He's watching his mom like basically get like banged out in front of him. He's like, "Hi, man, how you doing?" Like, waving at Justin Hartley.
Yeah,
hey, man, hey.
Yeah, and I think that's what's really funny too, and even just they always joke about him. Susan Sarandon's always like, I guess maybe I'll meet him or maybe I'll be close to him too. But I just love it because from the beginning, Susan Sarandon's character rolls out of a truck, just some random truck.
Oh, yeah.
And is, and I don't know, there's like a really dark moment at the end, which was supposed to be a happy moment where she gets a job at Sky Zone working minimum wage. And he's like, oh, well, it's going to take me 200 years to pay you.
Yeah, pay you back.
Like, that is really sad, actually.
Yeah, and they're bonding over that moment, like the fact that she has a job at this place.
Sky Zone was funny too. All of Sky Zone was good. I love Sky Zone.
Yes, I think the dodgeball scene could have been shot a little better or more exciting, but everything else was funny. Like I think the montage with, especially Catherine Hahn's character. Again, we're coming back to Catherine Hahn when she's fighting like American Gladiator style with her
son,
and then just like knocks him in the balls to like take him out.
Jeez.
Like that's hilarious.
Yeah, I don't know. There's just so many funny moments in this movie that I feel like it was very intentional too. And this is something you'll like from the first one. You watch the first one, is every scene has a setup and a punchline, and then sometimes that punchline happens over and over again, or happens like super late in the movie. And I kind of like that. I mean, comedy's hard to do, regardless. Comedy and horror are like the hardest to, time and get right. And I think this movie does it for a lot of it. A lot of the movie.
Yeah, like the "oh my fucking god" joke that came up. Like it was like a repeated thing.
Yeah. Well, let's get into the spirit of the holidays really quickly. All of our Santa's sequels, and I think I've already given these movies like 6 different titles already, but our Santa sequels, they all get a Spirit of Christmas award, a Spirit of the Holidays award, where we nominate one of the characters from this movie for the Spirit of Holidays award, and then we let you, the listeners, vote on it. So we're going to go around and say who we think gets to be nominated. And Carlos, we'll kick it off with you. Who do you think deserves the Spirit of Christmas award?
That's a tough choice. I have a lot of good options here for this movie, especially because, it's about Christmas. So, but I think I'm going to have to go with Mila Kunis.
Nice.
I'm going to have to just play it safe and go with Mila Kunis on this one. Just because been a big fan since she started doing that 70s show. So
nice.
I'm going to play it safe and pick her. Amy, I guess.
And she has she has a really good, I guess, arc in this movie. I know it's kind of weird to be talking about arcs in a comedy, but it is a lot of like getting out of her mom's shadow and doing her own thing and just being super excited by it. So yes, she is the Spirit of Christmas. John, who do you nominate for the Spirit of Christmas awards? I
nominate Ruth as the Spirit of Christmas in this movie because as weird and as, Ruth is Amy's mom, so Mila Kunis' character's mother. I nominate Ruth because even though, she was trying to, she's kind of taking in a weird consumer direction of Christmas, it was still very heartfelt, and it all came from a sense of like kind of, wanting to please her family or at least her descendants in a way, so that, they get the Christmas that, I guess she never had and stuff. So in a weird kind of fucked up way, she is the Spirit of Christmas in this movie.
And wouldn't you want her to be your mom or grandma? She's giving out Xboxes.
Yeah, iTunes gift cards. Yeah.
Walking Dead box sets.
Louis Vuitton gift bags.
Louis Vuitton gift bags? Are you kidding me? Like, I feel like I would love her to be on level 12 all the time. And also, how much money does she have?
Yeah, that's weird. I guess they come from money. But yeah, I think she will be my pick for the Spirit of Christmas.
A controversial pick to be nominating Christine Baranski, but you have full control of the Senate, so you can just push them through, I guess. Andrew, who do you nominate for the Spirit of Christmas award?
Yeah, John's right. Martha May is really cool in this movie, and she gets abused, and she doesn't really know why she's feeling everything. But no, I'm going to go ahead and say that El Diablo from Suicide Squad, that dude, the Mila Kunis' love interest.
Jay Hernandez. Yeah.
And the reason I will say so is because he's so supportive about everything that's going on. Like, he doesn't lose his shit with the mom. I would have already been throwing hands. These hands are ready for everyone. They don't discriminate. You gonna talk if a dude talks to me like that, he gonna get it, and so you gonna get the smoke. But anyway, he's very supportive, and he even isn't like very intrusive. Where he's like, hey, you should come over for Christmas. And he's like, oh, I don't know. Like, you guys just lost your dad and that's his thing and, stuff like that. And so he's very polite, and he rolls with the punches and supports everything Mila Kunis wants to do rather than his what his mother-in-law wants them to do. But yeah. So I'm gonna say that that, and he also takes a back seat. There's a lot of these people that are like, I'm not gonna sign up for that. Like I'm gonna be a supporting role or whatever. And so he really lets the female cast shine, that's what it's all about. It's moms. It's not about the dads.
Yeah, I think you have a perfect pick. It's technically the opposite of John's pick because I feel like Ruth Mitchell is maybe racist. I don't know, because she doesn't remember Jesse Harkness or Jay Hernandez's name ever, even at the end of the movie. Doesn't remember his name, calls him Jose, tells her to take her bags up, tells him to take her bags upstairs. And I think it's very Christmassy of him to not call it out, not throw hands.
Yeah, so it's the light side of Christmas versus the dark side of Christmas.
Yes, yeah. Of course, John would pick the alt-right character, and Andrew picks the one who is understanding and I know that John jokes a lot about stolen elections, but he believes it in his heart. Okay, my pick is...
Did you already pick?
No,
he hasn't picked yet.
Okay.
I nominate the Spirit of Christmas Award for this movie, someone who should get this award in real life, and that is the smooth jazz king himself, Kenny G. How can you not? Everyone will hear... Everyone except for deaf people will hear a Kenny G Christmas song played by the time that January comes around. And he is in this movie, and he's probably playing some sweet, smooth jazz. And he is Christmas for a lot of people, especially to himself. Oh, boy. Should I not have said that deaf thing? I don't know.
I think the more we linger on it, the more we...
You're right. The longer we linger on it, especially on this audio podcast, the worse it gets.
Yes.
I should stop digging a hole and start climbing the ladder. All right. So what we're going to do with these nominations is we're going to post them on our social media when this episode comes out on the public feed. And you all can let me know if what I said about deaf people is inappropriate. You can, no, I'm just kidding. You can vote on who you think will be the recipient of our meaningless Christmas award. As meaningless as the season itself. Whoopsies. All right, well, let's talk about a little bit more, or let's go around, I guess, and talk about our final thoughts on A Bad Mom's Christmas. This hour has flown by so quickly because it's such a good movie and it's pretty funny. But we'll start with you, Andrew. What are your final thoughts on A Bad Mom's Christmas?
I think that if you're tired of the usual movies, and there's nothing wrong with the usual Christmas movies like Home Alone and The Grinch and stuff like that, and
Frosty.
Yeah, and the claymation, Rudolph and stuff like that. All of the
Olive.
other, I was gonna say that, John.
The claymation cinematic universe.
Yeah, so if you are not necessarily tired, but if you want a little shakeup of a rotation of Christmas movies, I would recommend this, especially if you're over the age of 18. And
whoa, what a weird...
Because it's very adult, Emmanuel. It's very adult. Yeah, but what are you talking about?
You shouldn't have to ask. You should just know how old our listeners are. If you have to ask, they're not old enough.
But and so I would say very, very cool Christmas movie to shake things up. It is funny. I thought, again, I was going to be rolling my eyes into it. And I was 5 minutes in where I was like, oh, freeze frame. I bet you're wondering how I got here. And then, the editing was a little nauseating at some points. But overall, I did not regret watching this. And I do want to watch the first one. So it served its point or its purpose.
John, what did you think of A Bad Mom's Christmas?
I'm going to echo.
Was it bad enough for you?
I'm going to echo what Drew said. It was very enjoyable. Again, it's I think the best times we've had on this, the best times I've had, I'll say that, on this podcast is discovering the stuff that that I'm kind of hesitant towards. And Bad Mom's Christmas was technically one of was basically a choice that I was kind of like not really, kind of digging, out loud as the idea. But I really enjoyed it. It was a really funny movie, and it does make me want to check out the first one. And I am actually looking forward, if it does get off the ground, the sequel to this movie, A Bad Mom's Moms.
Who would you want to play the mom's moms? Who is, I guess, technically older?
What? No, I mean,
it's a spin-off based off of the grandmas.
The third, yeah.
I thought it was about the grandmas.
Because that would be
like Betty White for sure.
Yeah, that would be
Betty White is in. Sophia Loren.
Liza Minnelli, probably.
Liza with a Z, not an S.
Dolly Parton. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know.
Dolly
Dolly
pretty good list.
Yeah.
The Crypt Keeper.
Barbara Streisand, the Crypt Keeper, is there. Ooh. Hillary Clinton.
So I'm excited to see more of this Bad Mamaverse, per se. I enjoyed it very much. I think it's actually a very good, Christmas movie to watch if you are like Andrew said, if you're looking for an alternate choice to the family ones. So yeah, if anyone's not seen it, definitely go watch it.
What do you think the Thanos? Who will be the Thanos to the Bad Mamaverse when the guys from Hangover, Horrible Bosses, and Bad Moms and Bad Moms have to come together to somehow get drunk to save the universe?
It's gonna be Ken Jeong somehow. Just gonna
Ken Jeong is the best, yeah. Or
I recommend Donald Trump.
That's a good one.
That is a good Thanos. Yeah,
that's what he should do after he leaves office. He should get cast in maybe Bad Presidents would be a new movie. Would be him.
I would say Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
I can see that as a good that'll be a flip on what he usually plays.
He somehow owns all the real estate properties where these people live, and he's raising the rents or evicting them, and they're like, "Oh my god, this is our home," and then they have to combine forces to go take down this billionaire Mongol
on Christmas.
Wait, what did you say? Billionaire Mongol?
Mongol.
Carlos, what did you think of A Bad Mom Christmas?
I'm going to double echo what these guys just said.
Double echo.
No, it's definitely going to be in my rotation for sure. I feel like, I'm just going to keep repeating the same things, I guess, that they said. It's just, good to kind of deviate from your typical feel nice Christmas movies, because it still gets to that, but it has a lot of craziness in between, from the point when it starts till the end. And I thought it was just a fun overall Christmas movie, and it's hard to do it for as long of a period of time, I guess, when you're watching this type of movie. And I felt like this is one of those that does it well throughout the entire time you're watching it. And so, yeah, it was cool. It was funny. I love a good laugh, so that's definitely in there. And, I love a good feel Christmassy feeling type stuff. So, yeah, that was beautiful. Beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
I think this movie is so funny. I think it is somewhere in the middle of being so raunchy. It's not it's not super shocking or anything, but it's also still really heartfelt and has a great story. And these are actors and actresses who are at the top of their game. And I think that there aren't that many of these big budget comedies even being made anymore, where you don't just have one superstar and going through all these little things, and instead getting 7 of them all together in a really funny and effectful way. And then it's a Christmas movie, which I think is exciting too. But yes, I agree. This is a really enjoyable movie. I feel like a pretty rewatchable movie as well, because there's plenty of jokes to still laugh about. And I am excited for the Mamaverse to expand. And when Doctor Strange joins the Mamaverse with the Marvel Cinematic Universe, oh boy, will our podcast have more to talk about.
Yeah, exactly.
it'll blow up, especially with moms. Mm-hmm. Finally, we get into that mom market, baby. Our ads will change. We'll stop pushing Hulu and Audible, and actually, moms love Hulu
and Audible,
and they can go to audibletrial.com/DelphinPod right now and get a discount. All right, well, let's go with plugs. Carlos, what do you have to plug?
I don't have anything to plug. Aside from, we're still in the Roniverse, so try to if you need a bubble to get through it, find your bubble, stay in your bubble, and do what you got to do. But just be safe, wear a mask, wash your hands, wash your face, clean yourself for the love of God, and do your thing, everybody.
Yeah, we need to all think. We need to think like John Travolta in his first role, Bubble Boy. And we need to just be that. Andrew, what do you have to plug? Or just remember, it's December, peak holiday season.
Yeah, peak cases, COVID cases. Do your shopping online. Send people their gifts directly to their mail, or don't have large gatherings unless you're outside, I guess. Even then, not that large. Usually I would plug my job here, but I don't want you coming to my job and giving me COVID. So I refuse to tell you where I work. But also, hopefully you guys are in the holiday spirit with these episodes coming out. And it's really the first year that we've done them. So I guess let us know if you dig them. I don't know how many different Christmas movies we can do next year because eventually we'll start running out. Hopefully there's a lot of Christmas sequels that start to get cranked out or something. But we can think of something.
Yeah, bad. We didn't even say the year this movie came out, but this movie came out last year.
Yeah, 2017.
2017, never mind.
Almost a half a decade ago.
If they keep turning them out, I'm sure we'll be good. John, what do you have to plug?
Not really a whole lot other than listening to, stay at home. Obviously, we're in a very dire situation, if we're getting real about this coronavirus thing. Stay at home, wash your hands, wash your face, wash your ass, wash everything, really. And, if you have to go out, wear a mask, stay, social distance, don't do any large gatherings. If I don't know why you must need to go out, but if you do need to go out, make sure it's an outdoor place or something like that. If you want to stay inside, listen to all your Delphin Pod podcasts, which is pretty cool since we're cranking out episodes on the regular. You can go to the Patreon, patreon.com/DelphinPod and listen to some exclusive episodes like Movie Trivia. You'll listen to everything before it hits, kind of like this episode, which we're talking about Christmas a month in advance. And just stay safe.
Yep, definitely. And if you do find that's the spirit of Christmas in your heart, go to patreon.com/DelphinPod. Support the pods. It helps us continue all of them. Listen to all of our other shows. They should all still be going on, even during the holidays. So we're talking Dirt Sheet Radio, Countdown to Infinity, The Countdown Strikes Back. Okay, I got it. All of that should be out there as well. And then go to tpublic.com/DelphinPod. There's merch there. I believe there's some kind of Black Friday thing happening, but I guess it's too late if you're listening to this in December. So you missed out on a really great deal.
Yeah, well, and even if you don't celebrate Christmas, I know we keep saying Christmas, but
winter solstice, cold time.
Yeah.
Carlos, thank you so much for being on the pod. Happy holidays to you.
Thank you for having me. It's wonderful.
Andrew, we don't have the rights to this.
It's Kenny G.
Kenny G and his wonderful flute.
Yeah, awesome. Thanks, Carlos, for being on, man.
Thank you for letting me be on, guys. It was awesome.